Alright, let's just get to it. Let's get all set up here. I don't know how long I have. I think I might have to pick up my brother from his work. That's good. Alright. God. Man, I've been long overdue for this, but I think I know where I need to start. Let's see, do you have the old legs? You do. Perfect. So these older, shorter legs, I'm gonna start working with these. I think that's my best option to get this done. Just a random stream in the middle of like the night. I wanted to do this earlier, but I had to eat, I had to take care of some stuff, and you know, stuff happens. It's how it be sometimes. Alright. So I think that should have gotten rid of it. I should probably just delete the rest of this. Maybe not that, but let's grab that and this. Okay then. Do that. I'll assume that means hello, you know. I don't exactly speak other languages. I don't want to slip this in. So, I mean, these are the old legs. I'm gonna have to like really work on redesigning them a little bit, but shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully. You know, hopefully it's not too bad. I don't want them to really be like any longer. The whole point of using these old legs is that they're very short. So I think they're gonna fit like a lot better. Crap. That's where they attach? Yeah, that's gonna have to change. Okay, I'm gonna hide this other leg right now. We're gonna fix up the first leg and then we can get the rest going. Yeah, we need you gone, you gone, you gone. Okay. Start from this. Grab the rest of the leg and just kind of carry it away. Get out of here. That. I'm also going to need to start recoloring it, right? I mean, it's kind of like tan and sort of purplish, which is a little weird, I guess. Yeah, it's a little just random late night stream. I just was kind of bored, and I've been meaning to get around to doing the Battle of Big Rock Allo, like, you know, sooner, but I just kind of got busy. Didn't really bother. Just a little. Yeah, that looks better. I mean, it's like I guess I could just go grab my images I'm looking at over here. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of like. It's like more of a blue than a purple, but whatever. Just gonna delete this whole middle section as well. Just most of this is just gonna have to go. Just kind of strip it down. Just remove everything. That ought to help. Wrong one. Yeah. So I have to do this rather quickly. I have maybe an hour of time before I have to pick up my brother from work. I think that's too wide. I think I have to pare it down to this. The reason why I didn't want to tackle it is because I knew this is gonna be pain to try to figure out. Because it's such like a, it's like one of those medium, sort of kind of middle-ish sized creatures that is like super hard to build out of Lego. Because they're just so small. It's like, what, how do I even fit in the detail necessary to make this dang thing? Stick one of these on the inside. We're gonna try ball joints for whenever I build this thing, because I just think that's gonna be more efficient. Maybe get things done. Hopefully, allow some extra flexibility. We're just completely changing this thing up. I think I should use dark blue instead of... Yeah, the dark blue I think looks better than purple. I was gonna go with purple, but nah. We're going with dark blue. That looks nice. Alright, let's grab the next section of leg. Yeah, and dark blue is, strangely enough, not only surprisingly affordable in Lego, but is also easy to find, unlike dark green. I learned that was a very important lesson I learned about building that Lost World mobile lab. Dark green is not only very uncommon, but very expensive as far as Lego colors go. I didn't plug that in right, just do that and this, boom, problem solved. And we'll just fix up the rest of it, I guess, because that's kind of... What if I should, like, remove... Yeah, which means that if I do use dark blue, it's going to be much easier to get this piece, because I can guarantee purple is going to be even worse. You never see a purple Lego brick. I mean, really think about it. When have you ever seen a purple Lego brick? Those things are like ultra mega rare, so I'm not even going to try to do purple. That would just... Not only would it probably not exist, but it would financially devastate me. Yeah, blue is my favorite color anyway, so... It's you know, it's not too bad. I might have to get rid of these. I don't think it's gonna work. Might have to steal the same design I have of my other builds. I mean, it would be terrible. It's a good looking leg design. I wonder if I should go shorter. I'm gonna test to see if I can make it shorter. Probably not though. Yeah, I don't think that's... Actually, I look at how the foot is attached. I just don't think that's possible. We're just gonna have to go. If we need to shorten anything, we can shorten the top, but we already kind of did, so... Isn't exactly... Yeah. Not the most stable leg design, but it does do the job, and it isn't too bad. A little bit off there. Put that here. The leg, it's just... Problem is the leg looks too, like, large. I just don't think it works in this, like the sort of bottom half of the leg. I just don't think it works. I might have to choose a different design of some kind. Yeah, purple bricks are incredibly rare. Let's see. What can I work with? might just be no way to do it. I was going to go with this like sort of strangely like longer mid portion. There is some blue on the front, which is nice. I can actually put some dark blue on the front of the leg here, and color the rest of it like. Which I can make them tan, but I'm gonna have to make the joints gray like usual, because gray is the most common color, of course. So I just might grab like one of these. That way the piece is already colored in a way that, you know, actually exists. There you go, there's one leg redesigned. I guess just going to recolor this. This is the foot. There's the foot of some blue on the top. Kind of a little bit does. Stick some blue highlights on the top, and then we'll just cut most of this and get some darker bits in there, make it look a little better. That's a little awkward with that piece being tan. Let's color that one. Oh wait, that was gonna be the gray pieces. Never mind. Gray, wrong color. There's that. Yeah. Just a bit of a late night. Just chill. Make some color some dinos. Plus, like I think I've said, this Allosaurus is long overdue. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but it just kind of escaped me constantly because I was too busy with other things. I don't think that looks too bad. You know, for a start, it's pretty good. I'm more worried about the head. That's the thing I'm most worried about. I think I might have deleted the other leg, which I didn't really mean to do. Because there's no button to unhide things, so we're gonna grab the T-Rex again and copy his leg. The old T-Rex model that I still have in here, thank goodness, because I need this old leg model. There we go. You say his or her, doesn't matter. It's battle, you know, it's dinosaurs are free. You can call them whatever you want. Yeah, I'm trying to think about how to do this, but there really isn't much of an elegant solution. Perhaps I could just delete like all of the top half and just copy the leg over. If I just grab all of this. You do that, copy the leg over real quick. We can adjust them later, make them look a little better, but all I need to do is grab the piece inside here, pull that out, turn this one completely around, shove it back in there, grab that piece, and boom, there we go. Just gotta recode the foot. What's wrong with Sciats? I like Sciats. Plus, you look at the second half, the real name creature's Sciats. That's even more simple than Allosaurus. It's freaking 5 letters. Now you got 2 big old dino legs you can use. Now all we have to do is sign the rest of this thing. And I'm gonna start saving this real quick. Hold up. Save as. I have an Allosaurus, so I'll call this the JW Allo Allosaurus. Where is you? I like the skull design I went with for the Spino, but I think I'm gonna have to open the stud.io to finish it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to build all of the allo, and then I'm gonna have to and like build most of the Allosaurus and then transfer to stud.io to finish it, because they have pieces of it that I'm gonna need to finish this. I think, at least. So let's just get back to it. Jurassic World. Ankylosaurus. Let's never finish that Ankylo. We'll figure that out eventually. It sucks to do things so late, but I literally, yeah, I don't. It's just, I'm just a little bummed that I can only have, like, I've only been able to do the stream so late. But there's not much else I could do about it because I've had work, like, every day. Like yesterday was Tuesday, and that was the only day I've had off in like a week, and I'm started working again today. And I'm not gonna be free again until next Monday. I've been so busy with work. I've got time to really do any building or anything. I've been trying to record the Rexy videos slowly. I got like one leg done so far between getting ready for work and taking care of my brothers when my parents are away. It's just been busy for me. I just haven't had the time to build Lego. That's like the biggest bummer part of all of this. Yeah, the skull has been a challenger, but with my Spinosaurus skull design, I feel like I could at least get close. I was like, yeah, like I could totally use this for a smaller head design, and then I thought, well, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could finally do the Allosaurus, and that's why I've been kind of wanting to tackle it, because I know I have like a potential solution now to a problem, which is making smaller, more compact heads with my new design. But at the same time, it's still gonna be a freaking right pain to figure that nonsense out. The hinge tool, let's grab it. Let's flex this leg a little bit. I want it to be out. Forwards. There we go. Could this work? Can we set the foot down on the ground like this? Look a little awkward, but you know what? It's better than nothing. I just want the legs to look a little better. Like at least like they're spaced out. Okay. So. The basics of lining up a nice 12 long so we can get a good length of the body going. I'll move that back a little bit. And a 3 out. That looks good. Now the Battle of Big Rock Allosaurus is probably gonna have a similar design to my Giga because it's covered in spikes. Little stuff on its back and whatnot, just without the little, you know, big hump over the back. Let's just grab a 10. Nice little smooth bit. We can maybe even grab like an extra, put it over like the hip area. Then what you do is grab a bunch of little spike pieces and just kind of clone those along the back. We'll color them blue. I'd love to do like a little size comparison after we're done here, just to see the size of a Jurassic World Allosaurus to like a more conservative, realistic estimation of an Allosaurus. Because I already have like my realistic Allosaurus saved away. Definitely when I'm done here, I'm gonna go check that out. All right, so. Now comes the interesting part. Crack my fingers and get ready for this. I'm actually gonna grab my Giga and maybe use some of his stuff as a reference. Come here. I don't have to open the file. If I just pull my Giga that's already built right over to me. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just examining my Giga. Give me a sec here. And he's supposed to be longer, so I put the piece a little bit further forward, but since I want the Allosaurus to be a little like smaller, I've moved this back considerably. Actually, the Giga thing is 2 spaces forward, the 12 long. This is gonna make Allosaurus have more, you know, it's gonna make his torso look smaller, which I think is what I'm trying to go for. Although I think I may have gone a little too small. We'll see. We'll see if it causes problems. But I think we need to step aside and build ourselves an Allosaur Torso. How am I gonna do the arms? Should I do them like... Where's that little... Hang on a sec. So I went to go find the, that new Jurassic Park Lego set T-Rex that they designed, which looks kind of weird, but at the same time the arm design might be useful. Yeah, I can see this. Alright, this guy's like gonna be so much bigger than he should be. Let's get out a Lego guy for comparison. My goodness, look how big that boy is. He's already so tall. The best size comparison I think will be in the end when we can compare it to our Spinosaurus, but Spino isn't exactly... I'm working on analysis. I haven't made it yet, unfortunately. It's still a work in progress. There's that. Yeah, look at that. Now that's a size comparison. Look at Spinosaurus, which is absolutely gigantic compared to this guy, which is good. He should look small in comparison to something as gargantuan as a Spinosaurus. Alright, so I think for the smaller design, I'm gonna go smaller pieces. At least shrink the torso's upper height by a little bit. Because I went with like a design like this, with the up and down both being 3x3, so that creates a 6, and the 6 is a little bit much. I might try to go for a 5 instead, for a smaller looking torso. It's probably our best choice. I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 maybe? 6 space, probably more like 5. So let's roll with a 4. Stick this on here. Stick those. Maybe roll with a 3. Stack that on. I think that'll look a little bit better. Yeah, probably. And then all we have to do is pick one of these. Actually, no, let's go with the ball actually instead. Yeah, better choice. How am I gonna do that? So if I grab one of these, it's gonna be like too tall, right? Yeah, it'll look awkward. Maybe I could... there's an idea, okay. Let's get a 3 instead of a 2. Attach that there. It's still gonna look awkward. I think the arm is just too low. If the arm up, it'd probably look a little bit better. Then that would require that I sort of rework this bit. That's a plan. That's a plan. Oh, wait 1 second. I see something. If I do this and stick that in here, we can move it up 1. And grab another one of these. No, not that. Grab the ball joint again. Stick that on here. I think that might look a little better. We'll see. We will see. We're working with what we have. We're trying to create a much smaller dinosaur than I normally do, so he's gonna require me to get a little creative with how he looks. I think that's gonna have to be the side torso for now. Now we just create an attachment, like rigging system on the other side. This. Color them black so we can see them better. I'd say 3 points of contact is probably enough. Now let's see how high up that sits already. If I just attach this like on right now, that is sitting way too high. Go figure. Is it 6 underneath? It might be 6. There's a 5. I can't get a good look at it. Nope, it's 6. Good. Nice and even. And then let's get a little one of these. Stick that in there. Grab a 4. Very nice. And then we just grab this. Now we just see where we attach this thing. We're sitting a little too low. Oh. If I delete this, and I just delete this too. I want to move all these. Oh wait, no, don't do that. I want to remove these all over by 1. So we can probably add an extra one in here, so that I can grab all of this, and shift it up by 1. Now that looks good. Now, very nice. Sits nice and snug. Torso doesn't look too wide. I think I did a just fine job of making this sort of more narrow, less deep chest. Yeah, it's looking real nice. Okay, now let's take that design from the T-Rex. The arm design for the T-Rex from that one Lego set. The one that's just released from Jurassic World. I want to grab one of those. Grab this. Stick that on. Grab one of these. Stick that on. Rotate this. I should do like a full 90 on this thing. Even then, it looks like the arm might sit a little low. Oh my goodness, okay. And then we grab one of these, stick that on. And we just have one more piece you gotta grab, which is one of these little 3-fingered ones. Damn, the arm looks super long. But I don't know, really thinking like 3 claws, but I mean, it does look like super long, doesn't it? Like, way too long for an Allosaurus type of long. I'm not really happy with that design. I'm trying to think. Can we use a second? I wonder if this works. I might need to make the whole body to get a good look at just how long it is. But at the same time, like, I kind of want to test something. I'd seen someone do this before, I'm not sure where, but... Oh. My dad's calling. I'm gonna have to call him back in a second. I'm in the middle of streaming. Is it in here? Yes, it was. So you can stick like these things in the front bit, like in the binoculars. Yes, you can. Okay, I saw this before. The only problem is that it would only give us access to 2 fingers. So if we set up like a thing. I know it's. I'm working. I'm trying to work this out. How do we best get this? Is there any way to really get this? 7-Eleven. This isn't terrible. Yeah, I think that looks a little better, but I just need an extra finger. Where am I going to get an extra finger? How can I attach that? Let's experiment a little bit. If I grab like one of these, it looks super awkward, but at the same time, it would actually give us the correct number of fingers, and I think a hand that looks a little more like correct in length. Maybe look a little bit awkward, but okay, it would give us 3 fingers. It just looked like a thumb. I mean, when you're working this small, it's inevitable things are going to look awkward somewhere. It's just a fact. You're just going to have to deal with it. And you know what? I mean, it doesn't look terrible, right? I mean, it doesn't look like complete garbage. I'm just trying to think, like, is there any other way to attach? I don't think there is there? Yeah, it was definitely too long, but this one just looks a little awkward. Unless we just stick. Yeah. It's... One second, I need to use the restroom, and apparently my dad needs to talk, so just... I'm gonna go think about this for a second. I'm gonna think about some ideas, but I need to go quickly use the restroom and see what my dad wants on the phone real quick. And yeah, the hand looks big, but I don't know how to add the 3rd finger otherwise. Otherwise we can have a 2-fingered Allosaurus, and no. I will not allow it. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry, everyone. Of course, everyone left, dude. There's no. I'm not even here. So yeah, that's just how it is. Sorry about jumping there. I had to go help my dad needed me to do something for him, so it is how it is. It is what it is. I haven't really come up with any sort of solution of any kind. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to think of what could look maybe like a claw, sort of, just kind of janky looking, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's just what happens, you know. I can't be. Oh my goodness gracious! How do I? If I turn this way, it's gonna look so bad, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but it's worth a shot. You might just have to go with a sort of awkward look. What else could you do? I mean, there's really no other elegant option here. And it doesn't look the worst. Because the choices are give it 3 fingers or make a janky looking 3-fingered hand. And I don't know. Which one's a better option? To give it the incorrect number of fingers, which is sacrilege, or to just kind of let it be a little jank. I mean, it is a Lego model after all. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. So it might just be a good idea to stick with the jank. I think I'm going to stick with it for now. And if I can think of a better solution later, I'll jump on it for later. I have to get this done like quickly because I think I've got like half an hour maybe until my brother needs to pick him up from work. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Stuff happens, stuff happens. Of course, we still got to copy this design over from one side to the other. So let's actually just start working on that real quick. Come on. Get the hit. There it is. I know, it happens so often. It's honestly, I can't bring myself to do the 2-fingered design. Because it happens so often. Enough people mistake Allosaurus for T-Rex that we really don't need to help them by making our Allosaurus we're making over here have 2 fingers. It also gets annoying, like how people think that Allosaurus is just a friggin' T-Rex. You know, the hand's kind of growing on me, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's not perfect, and it never will be, but at the same time, nothing ever is. And I think I've done the best I can with this smidgen, microscopic amount of room I have to build this thing. Because it's like, and I'm building this thing Jurassic World size. This is basically just a Saurophaganax instead of an Allosaurus, but even then, there's not enough room. Like, there's just not enough. Heck, I could just recolor this thing and call it a Saurophaganax. I'm gonna double up my money on the build. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I am somewhat satisfied with it. I think that's the best I'm gonna get out of the way this is going. There we go. Let's just grab the binoculars. Yeah, that I think will do. Okay. So then we are gonna have to build a nice tail for this guy. I guess gotta finish the torso as well, but it's gonna be kind of hard to see it. Okay, I'm gonna hide. This time I'm actually gonna use the hider tool, unlike the one last time where I deleted the leg. Let's get that in. start erasing things that are in my way so I can see the torso a little bit better. Like, I can keep the legs. I feel like having the legs as a reference is always important because it allows you to see the size of the actual model and how the legs look, which helps you judge how big you need to make something. It's really important that you keep them there. Whoop. Grab that, put that, and this. And maybe we can... So a 6, maybe? That looks good. A nice gradual descent into the chest. Yeah, that looks good. The 4 in there. And can we just like do this? That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I love it when like once you get to a certain point, the build just kind of starts building itself. You don't really have to do anything. It just feels good to reach that point with like the nice gradual descent. Maybe I could fix it up with like a 1 stud down here. Now that looks worse. We'll just leave it as it is. It looks fine. So, we need a 4. Should go with a 4 block maybe. This is a lot of room to cover. Yeah. Maybe on the top though. You know what? Actually, no. He's coming along real nice. I think I'm gonna put 2 on top, 2 on bottom. We'll stick the nice connection point in the middle. Yeah, that looks good. Stick this. And all it takes is me to connect this with these. And there it is. This is the torso of our big scary Allosaurus. It's slim, it's sleek. It fits an Allosaurus. Could be slightly better, but slightly better. I'm not really gonna worry myself over it. Top half should be like blue, dark blue, maybe with some highlights. Potentially. That's not gonna work. There's no dark blue of that, so let's just color this in gray. Using gray for all connection pieces because connection pieces pretty much only come in gray, white, and black. Get him a nice paint job. And like 1 piece towards the bottom, I think, look pretty good. Start attaching these with some nice light gray. I think it's this gray actually that I'm looking for. There we go. Do that, and grab one of these. Are the arms gray or are they blue? They're kind of bluish, kind of grayish. I'm thinking about actually adding some like bits of brighter blue just to sort of so it isn't one big blob of the same color. Maybe not too much, but somewhere in there I feel like I want to add a few pieces of lighter blue. I'll figure it out. Let me check. Should we have some sort of... Maybe a few specks. It's kind of hard to figure out where exactly to put it in. We'll figure it out. We're going to work here. Add some dark blue to that. These binoculars are probably going to have to be gray. I've never seen them in any color other than gray. Then we can get some tan from the rest of the body. Stick that on this. See if we can find it in that color. Actually, I just want like a mix of blue and tan on the hands. I'm not gonna be sure if it's gonna be easy to find them in these colors. Do I color the claws black? Like white? The bigger question. I think for like that, I'm gonna, other than teeth, like my color in black. All right, let's grab some extra tan colors. let's start working from the bottom. Dot some in here. We'll mix them together a little bit near the end, but we're just going for a basic color spread on this thing right now. Yeah, that's what everyone says. You know, Allosaurus was the lion, Jurassic, and Saurophagonax was the tiger. In a straight 1v1 fight, Saurophagonax would absolutely destroy an Allosaurus. Because it's just bigger, stronger. But Allosaurs are thought to live in more like sociable family groups, which gives them the edge. You know, it really doesn't look that bad, honestly. Like, other than maybe adding like a dash of bright blue somewhere to like highlight it a little bit, make it not so like uniform in color. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good Allosaurus torso right there. Now we just gotta build out a tail and a head. Cracking my fingers for this. Getting ready to get to work again. Alright. So unfortunately, the weird part about it is like there's so much back room and it's like 1 block wide, and we're gonna have to transition probably to a 2 wide tail, which might look a little awkward. I mean, it is possible to do like a 1 width tail. I've just never done it before. Although I probably, you know, actually I think I probably would have to do that on a smaller model, wouldn't I? Although, there's like, the whole problem with tails is that they droop down, so like you have to have a block sort of pushing out from the bottom to keep it from touching the other side. Like you use, on a 2 wide, you use these things. You stick them on the bottom like this, and they have enough distance that you can see it touches the other one so it doesn't droop down too much. So what block is long enough from a 1 wide category to do that? And not look too awkward while doing so. Like these ones are just too short. Yeah, I just don't have the length I'm looking for. Maybe this one? No. Now we're gonna have problems with the tail, I feel. Trying to find an appropriate, like, distant. There's gotta be something in here. Something in the vast brick archives that I could use. Wait a minute. This. Ooh, this might work. It's got the sort of round shape that allows the tail to turn left and right. I have one of these things. See what they look like. Yeah, they are. They are perfectly rounded. They are really rounded at the bottom. Ooh, this might just be what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's just try building it like this. Let's see what happens. Try with 4. Stick this on the bottom. That might be just a little bit too long. We'll have to wait and see. But regardless, we do have to have something there. For now, it'll work. And it's not about how it looks. There's a notification from the group. Probably trying to do a raid in Jurassic World Alive. But anyways, so if we do this, stick this on there. I'm not sure how tall you can make the tail, but it's never about how the tail looks. It's all about how the tail balances the front half of the model. So like my Rex, the tail was just too long and I had to cut it. It doesn't, I mean, it's probably, I don't even know if it's too long or too short at this point compared to like, you know, how long Rexy's actual tail is, but it doesn't really matter because what matters is if the model can stand on its own. It's just, not really sure. think that's a little too fat, maybe? So like the tail might be a little long in proportion to how it actually looks in like the movies or something, but there's not much you can do about that. Like you gotta have gravity is not something you can ignore in terms of for aesthetics. Gravity is not gonna play your games. Just kind of have to deal with it. That is not the color I wanted. Come here. This is gonna look really weird. A one wide tail is such an odd design choice, but again, it does make sense for a smaller model, and I still can't say it looks like normal, but there's not a lot of other options. Let's just build out, try our best to keep this, this thing moving. Get another one. Grab one of these. Yeah. It occurs to me that this tail might be a little too short just because I haven't built the pieces long enough. It's the end of the tail. So you might want to go for a nice 6 long. Grab one of these. Kind of just taper it off a little bit. That might be enough. It's all going to be about what the model's center of gravity needs rather than how it actually looks in proportion to the body. So we'll just have to move on from here. Actually, is there like things at the end of the tail? There are still spikes all the way down, but I could maybe flatten out the final bit. Maybe. Yeah, that's true. It is all falling in place like a puzzle. That's exactly what it's like building Lego. I'll just keep it that way. It looks fine. That honestly doesn't look really bad. Look at that. Honestly, it's gonna look really nice. It's gonna look really cool. Yeah. Again, I want to compare him to the Spinosaurus we have here. Just to see how much smaller this Allosaurus is. Look at that. It really does look good when it's standing next to Spinosaurus. It is significantly smaller than the Spino by a large margin. Now all we need is a neck and a head. Do we stack up like this? Do we go for a 3 long neck because he's shorter? I think that might be a smarter move. I think it's a smart move going for that. I also kind of forgot that even on the neck, you kind of need one of these things as well, just to keep them from drooping. There we go. Just a little bit of extra help so the neck doesn't go too far down. Stick one of these on like that and this. No, 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 not that. This. And we just stick it up a little bit. I have no idea if this model would actually like function in real life, but it's not about that until after I need to build it IRL, but that won't be for a while because I got other stuff to worry about. That is too short of a neck, in my opinion. Let's grab another one like that, grab like this. It looks a little better. It is supposed to be skinny. Oh, I see. It's like the neck was like one. Yeah, I just had to increase one. I mean, the creature itself is supposed to be a little bit on the skinny side. It's an Allosaurus. They're lean. They're not exactly big and bulky. They are not, you know, T-Rex or something. They're very lean, fast. Yeah. No, wait, I forgot. How do we attach the necks again? It's the balls on the head, right? Yes. I gotta make sure I place this at the right piece before we transfer it over to the other side of Lego building, which is gonna be very important. Let's just grab this, color this in, and boom. This is as far as I think we can get with the Allosaurus being in LDD. And it looks pretty good so far. Yeah, so I like the really skinny design I've gone with. I think it looks good for an Allosaurus. So now, let's open stud. Update now. Not now. We're in the middle of something here. Let's worry about updating later. Let's import straight from over there. Jurassic World. There it is. And there it is. Okay. So from here, we need to bring in. This is just so. Can I open another file, please? Yeah. Let's open. That's not really what I meant. How do I? There we go. And the design I'm gunning for relies on this specific head shape. So if I could just maybe like select all this and kind of like drag it over and kind of work on it inside this. We're gonna try to turn Spinosaurus head into an Allo head with some complicated maneuvers. I think our first step will be to stick this thing on and see, you know, for ourselves and start sculpting. Because I feel like, ooh, wait, why is the joint the opposite on the Spino? That's weird. Get rid of that. Grab that. Give me that. Alright, there's that. Let's grab this, color it gray. And then we can stick this head on, and we're gonna really have to workshop some stuff. He looks kind of like a Baryonyx. Look at him. Doesn't he? It's a Baryonyx, everyone. You just gotta give a bigger finger right here. That actually would be a bad design for a Baryonyx. Remove the spikes and make a back flat and just kind of stick this out. I look kind of big on the head end of things, but so yeah, let's just get to work because this head is gonna have to be reshot. It's gonna have to be cut down a significant amount to make this work. So in order to get this to like feel more like an Allosaurus, I think we'd have to just shrink it down to one set of teeth, first of all. Baryonyx is actually about the same size as an Allosaurus, if not actually slightly bigger. I should actually look that up. Is an average size Allosaurus bigger than, you know, Baryonyx? So let's just say we did it like this. I'm just like really putting my brain into overdrive trying to figure out how to get this done. Where is my Spinosaurus? Come here, buddy. You need to look at your head. How do your attachments work? Sorry, I'm ripping off your head. I get a good look at the connection joints at the back. How the head connects to everything else. Oh yeah, that's right. This is... That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. I had to fix the stability issues, so I changed up the model a significant amount. So, editing in progress while I attempt to make the adjustments necessary to fit this with my current skull design. A brick modified, give me the corner pieces. Not really. Average size Allo is slightly bigger than that. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the kind of slight that would make a difference in a Lego model, isn't it? Like the difference in size and whatnot. I know it's gonna be great at the end. Yeah, I know. Baryonyx is like 2 tons, and I think Allo is somewhere around that range, 1.5 to 2 tons, kind of like Barry. They're equal in weight. That's because Baryonyx got them dense bones for swimming. Anybody hear that recent like discovery about the study of Spinosaur bones to see which ones were the most water adapted? Like which ones were the best in water type stuff? 1x23, that's quite different than what I was looking for. Yeah, if you don't know, there was a recent like study on the density of Spinosaur bones to see which ones were like the best for water. And it turns out that only 2 of the Spinosaurids had like extremely dense bones perfect for swimming, and they were Spinosaurus and Baryonyx. So if you want to look at creatures, Spinosaurs that were extremely good at swimming, you look to those 2. Which isn't a shock because Baryonyx has always been kind of like the Chad of the family. He's super small, but he's got the arm claws, you know, it's like his hook claws as big as a Spinosaurus. And he has the same bone density as a Spinosaurus too. So he's like a more compact Spino. Just ripped and ready to go. I don't know. I've always loved Baryonyx, and it's always nice to hear him constantly winning out there, you know, having the same, you know, giant hook claws as his cousin and the same bone density as his cousin. Him and the Spinosaurus are like right there neck and neck with one another. It's always fun to know that Baryonyx is, you know, doing his best to keep up. So yeah, and that also means the Spinosaurus is a little bit heavier, bringing it closer to being the weight of a T-Rex, which is interesting because T-Rex has pretty much only won the largest carnivorous dinosaur thing because it was always the heaviest, and now Spinosaurus is getting closer because, you know, it's a lot heavier now. So I don't know, we're just gonna have to see what happens. Maybe Spinosaurus might be able to take back his throne as the largest carnivorous, you know, largest carnivorous dinosaur. Yeah, Suchomimus, Oxalate, you know, any other Spinosaurus you could name did not have the same bone density as like Spinosaurus and Baryonyx, who were the most water adapted, which is just fascinating to think about, honestly. Like that these that head length is almost perfect there. Sorry, I'm just thinking about myself. But yeah, they're not nearly as water adapted as the Spinosaurus or the Baryonyx, who have like mega water adaptations, with super dense bones that allow them to sink much easier into water, allowing them to swim much more gracefully. It's just interesting. I don't know. I like to keep up on dinosaur news, so I'm always privy to the newest stuff. You know what I mean? Something new happens, I'm right there. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm paying attention. How am I gonna do the two spikes above the eye? Yeah, see the skull. I knew this was gonna be the biggest hang up. It's just gonna be trying to get the skull right. Skull is gonna be very precise in how long we need to make it. I'm always up on my dino news. I gotta keep up on that stuff. Not only because I run a dinosaur channel, but just because I like reading about dinosaur news. One, I run a dinosaur channel. Two, I just like reading about dinosaurs, so you know, it's always nice. Should have a top job be like way shorter. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Should we make it longer or shorter? That's the bigger question. Do I extend this out a little bit? Or like, It's big think time right now. Yeah, I think the bottom jaw's a little too big. I think we have to cut it off a little bit. Instead, we move the jaw like that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Actually, I need to go back. Delete these two. Grab both of you. Move you back one space. Yes. Grab a 1x3. Let's try this out. That. Grab another one of these. Is that both sides? No, that's just one side. That's both sides. Now I grab a plate or like a tile, 1x4. Come on, come here. Oof, I hope my brother's gonna be picked up at 8. He hasn't texted me though, has he? I mean, let me just double check. I don't want to leave him out there and, you know. Yep, I have to pick him up at 8. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna be a little late. Alright, so yeah, it's closing on time. I need to pick him up. So let's finish this model so I don't leave him, you know, out in the open. You know, I don't leave him out in, you know, the Arizona nighttime cold for too long. Okay, so I don't think this is gonna work. It's not gonna properly show here, but I can absolutely attach these onto the side because I did it for my Spinosaurus model. Or perhaps I can't, and I should just... One second, there's also another idea. May look a little awkward, but... Let's go with the plate. This. Nah, could be worse. He does kind of lose his binocular vision, but it's a Lego model. Who's really gonna see that? Who's gonna be looking at it from the front? Now I gotta figure out how to make the crests. One second, I'm actually gonna... That really bothers me that it's like one longer. I might need to grab... This is a bit of a dumb move. But if I just take a corner piece so that it doesn't attach to one side, it shouldn't cause too much problems. I just want the mouth to be like shorter on... Yeah, there you go. That makes it look a little less... derp. Yeah, that sort of fixes up some of the issues. Huh. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the crests. Like, I can easily finish the model. Like, just stick one of these on there and just kind of make the rest of the skull all the way down, but how am I gonna get the crests in here? Like, look, he just looks wrong. He doesn't have his crests. What is he, a megalosaur? He ain't a megalosaur, he's an allosaur. It's just a megalosaurus, allosaurus, but it's bothering me. It really is. Maybe if... Give me a sec. If I stick one of these in there, and also let me look at the head real quick. What if I grab a 3 and stick it up here, like that? I don't know if that looks good enough. The crest looked like so much bigger. Does it look too big? Second. Let's try some real big crests. Woo. I mean, we are doing a Jurassic Park dinosaur after all. We might as well go a little crazy with it. Looks like a Allosaurus. Holy crap, look how huge those ones are. I don't think that's it. I don't think that works. It is pretty funny though. Just double up the crests. You know what? That actually looks pretty rad. I kind of like the double crested look. He does have like spikes on the back of his head. It doesn't look like 100% authentic, but I don't know. The double crested look ain't bad. Oh, are you saying I should flip them? Yeah, there we go. Now those are some crests. Look at them big boys. I think we got it. He looks like an Allosaurus. He really does. Fantastic. Let's color this in. Let's color him in, and then I'm gonna have to finish up here. Boom. Yeah, he's absolutely beautiful. Look at this boy. Also, he's so happy. He looks so good. He looks so good. Look at the boy. Look at the boy. Now it's gonna recolor all the pieces, and we can take a look at what he, you know, what he really looks like. Let's get some, again, highlights of light blue. I think that would look better. I mean, this isn't supposed to be like a super accurate color scheme. It just looks good. Get some tan inside the head. Absolutely gorgeous. I love him. I was so afraid to do this because I was so like worried that it wouldn't look right or whatever, and I mean, I'm so dumb. Like really doubting myself and my own ability to make a cool looking dinosaur. That'll teach me. Oh wait, these are supposed to be white. Those are the teeth. Ew, he's got like gross tan teeth. Alright, color the bottom. We get some nice colors in there. I'll figure out the color scheme later perfectly, but I just want it to look nice by the end of this. That's really what I'm after. Boom. Get some more colors in there. I think we did it. I think we really did something here. They have... No. I don't think all the colors aren't going to be the exact same if we produce this in like an actual realistic or like an actual IRL form, but you know, sacrifice has to be made. I just don't want any gray in here. As little as possible. It does look a little awkward, but I think for as an Allosaurus can go, it's good. Yeah, I think I did as good a job as I could have, given the material available. The skull might be a little too short. I could always test with a little bit longer skull, but that's for later. Haha, yeah. I'm gonna save this now. Let's save this boy. Save. BRB. There we go. And I think that's it. I think that's gonna be our Allosaurus for the day. That's gonna be it. We got the Allosaurus done, and that's all that really matters. He looks pretty good, honestly. He looks pretty good. Could be better, but also could be a lot worse. And now that it's past the time I'm supposed to pick my brother up, I think I should head out and go get him. So, thanks for joining me. I do have to run though, so sorry, folks. I was gonna do some more tonight, but I just don't have the time. Yeah, I know it does seem like it needs a little more teeth, but I'll figure that out in another time. Later, maybe I'll update it. But I really gotta run. So thanks for joining me, everyone who did. I'm out of here.